Okay.
Greetings, my friend. Greetings from the wilds of Florida here. I got a fox over my head, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling proud and excited and American.
Now, here's what scares me. We were literally flawless for 45 minutes. Are you concerned we lay an egg, we fall in love with ourselves, we get a little soft at Costa Rica? Are you concerned at all?
I'm not concerned. We're going to the World Cup. All right, I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
We're going to the World Cup, and for those that don't know, U.S. won last night, which, for all intents and purposes, puts them in the World Cup in Qatar, rectifying that incredible failure from 2017 and not qualifying for the 2018 World Cup. They got to go to Costa Rica this week, and unless something ridiculous happened and they lose by more than 6 goals, then they're going to be just fine. So you can book your ticket as far as I'm concerned. I know famous last words, but you know what? If we can't figure this out, then we don't deserve. Not only do we not deserve to go to the World Cup, we might as well just shut the entire program down.
Okay, so I'm going to say something. Please push back if I'm wrong. I've been watching soccer since Kyle Rote Jr. I was a Seattle Sounders kid, Portland Timbers, all this stuff. NASL. This is the youngest, most talented group of players we've had. Chemistry is always a work in progress for all athletes, but it is from an offensive skill set. It's the most talented young group of players I've ever seen for our team. Tell me what you think of that opinion.
No, I'm not going to push back. I mean, I think that there is a real argument, and I can certainly make the argument, and many have, that this is, like you said, the most talented generation that we have ever seen. Not just in terms of the level of talent, but the depth of talent. I mean, Coach Gregg Berhalter right now, I mean, when he comes out just with the roster for these camps, everybody's heads explode. And why didn't you pull this guy in and this guy in? Well, that's because there's so much talent out there. Many of them are playing some of the great leagues and some of the great teams around the world. And then when he actually has to put 11 players on the field, again, everybody's head explodes. Well, why aren't you playing this guy? Why aren't you playing this guy? That has not always been the case. We've had some wonderful players, and I would put up, when you're talking about your Landon Donovans and your Clint Dempseys and your Brian McBrides, and I would put them up against the talent that we have, but just the sheer number that we have, and therefore the options that Gregg Berhalter has, that makes me, we were missing potentially 6 starters yesterday with, people like Weston McKennie who were injured and still didn't miss a beat. Yeah. Plenty of talent coming off the bench with a young Gio Reyna. Yes. So, I agree. I can't fight back on that as much as I would love to.
Yeah, Gio Reyna is a really special little player. So let me throw this at you. Berhalter gets criticized a lot, and this is something that drives me nuts about soccer fans. We've shared beers in this discussion, that when we lose, it's always the coach's fault, and when we win, our players are great. And the truth is, no coach is flawless, and our roster's very strong for us. I don't know if it's better than Canada now, but it's definitely better than Mexico in our group, right? It is. They're kind of cyclically. Mexico's sort of having a down cycle. Yeah. So here's the quote. When Berhalter said, "I want to play some old MLS guys," oh my God, the soccer world freaked out. And my takeaway, there was a plan for that. And yesterday, I go on Twitter, and he decided, I'm going to play some of these MLS guys. And our soccer fans don't like it. Why did he do that?
I think Gregg Berhalter, look, he takes a lot of crap, as any coach. And look, you talk and deal with coaches in all different sports, and it's no different in a lot of sports, except for when it comes to soccer, we're getting more and more people that are coming into the tent. Yeah. And with that comes more and more opinions. And look, I will fight for you to have your opinion, even if I disagree with it. I want everybody talking about soccer, and whether it's about Gregg Berhalter in a positive or negative way, I want people talking about it. Doesn't mean I can't push back. And I'll tell you what: when you look at this guy's resume and what he has done, I think he has made his country proud. I think he has made his sport proud. I am proud of him. He has brought belief back to this team, but he's done it his way. And at times it ruffles feathers. And whether it's playing MLS players or not necessarily calling in players from outside, the interesting phenomenon with Gregg Berhalter, and maybe you've seen this with other sports, is that there is a whole faction that doesn't matter what Gregg Berhalter does. They don't like him. Yeah. They don't think he's a good coach, or they don't think he's a good enough coach for that talent that we were talking about. And so my question to them is, listen, if you believe that, fine, but be honest about it. Because in order for change to happen, you have to want this team to fail. And I don't want any of the BS that goes out there, but, I want the team to do well. I just don't think Berhalter is good. If you don't think that this team is going to do and be the best with this coach, then you have to want this team to fail. And people, I think, hide behind things when it comes to that. And it probably happens in other sports, too. It's okay. It's okay if you don't like Gregg Berhalter. But I'll tell you what, he deserves, at the very least, your respect for what he has done so far. And perspective is in order. We've been to plenty of World Cups in the past. So this is just checking a box. The real test ultimately is going to come in Qatar for the World Cup. But so far, so good for Gregg Berhalter. Listen,
you generally need a star. It doesn't guarantee success in the World Cup, but you have to have some clarity. Where do you put the ball? And Pulisic, if I said to you, now I could sound very provincial. We got 2 minutes left. If I said Pulisic is a top 12 young talent in the world, do I sound like an ugly American, or do you buy that?
No, you may be ugly, and I'm pretty sure you're American, but it doesn't make you an ugly American to say that. It makes you actually incredibly intelligent and knowledgeable about how good this player is. But he is an enigma at times. And last night, those penalties, when he put those in, you could just see his confidence grow, and you could see his spirit and his fight, and he wanted to be the star. Too often in the past, he's been a shrinking violet. He's lucky that he's playing with a bunch of talent that at times has picked him up and carried him. And I think he's gone through some things where he's felt he's had to carry the team. And that's a burden on doesn't matter who you are. He is a star. He is worth the price of admission. We are going to rely on him going forward, but he's going to be a very different type of star than maybe we associate with other sports.
Yes. Well, you look happy. Okay, Wednesday is Costa Rica. Let's not get cocky here. We can do that in America. I am settling for a draw. 30 seconds left. I don't know how good they are. You tell me, is a draw satisfactory to you?
Yeah, a draw, we go through. I mean, a tie, we go through. We lose, we go through. We just can't lose by more than 6 goals. We're going through, all right? It's done. It's over. We're qualified. Have a drink. Have a party. It's going to be fun.
I love that American confidence from Alexi Lalas.
Damn straight. America.
That's right. Great seeing you, buddy.
Good to see you.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.